I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
We have a fantastic view of the ocean in the background, and a vineyard train in the shape of a para, which is a traditional way of training the vineyards in this area. But before talking about this, I want you to tell me a little bit about the climate of this area. We are so close to the sea that surely the influence is strong.
That's right. Well, we have a maritime climate. We don't have that much difference between winter and summer in terms of temperatures. And that also brings us good things in the winter, but not so good things in the summer. Let's say that it's very rainy and very humid in general. Here in Getaria, it makes more 500 years that we are known for the production of Txakoli. In past times, the best solution they found was to raise the vine in height so that it was away from all that is soil moisture. It's true that every job in the parel is still manual. It's impossible to mechanize the system in harvest or in pruning. When the vineyard is trained as a parel, what you want to achieve is that the grape is healthy and, of course, a quality grape. Right now, the winery has been around for many years and more than 10 working in an integrated agriculture. What we are trying is to go from a traditional agriculture with uncontrolled phytosanitary uses, which was like it was done before, where they produced much more to help nature to work with nature, not to be so aggressive neither for the environment, nor for the vineyard itself, nor for the grapes that it will produce. The main grape in Getaria Txakolina would be the Ondarabi Thuri. We have two varieties. The Ondarabi Thuri, which would be the white grape, and Ondarabi Belza, which would be the red grape of the area. It's true that the production of the red grapes is quite smaller than the white ones, and therefore the Ondarabi Thuri is the main one planted.
You've always had maturation problems. That's why red wines are not famous here.
Exactly.
But you do make a rosé. Do you make it exclusively from Belza or a mix?
We use all the red grape production to put it in the rosé. But we mix it in a 50-50 blend with the white grapes.
We are in front of a deposit where you have the Txakoli, which is almost done, because this is the Txakoli that you make from the last harvest.
Yes, that is this year, the 2022 harvest.
We are in December and the Txakoli is already made, pretty much done.
It will be out in a month. To begin with, Txakoli is a young wine. Then everything is collected manually. We have 6 little tractors and the grapes are brought quickly and are pressed on the same day. Okay, after destemming and pressing, the clean must be brought here and the fermentation begins. Txakoli fermentation is done at 14 to 15 degrees, simulating the temperature from when our grandfathers made it. They are usually harvested in October, and the fermentation occurs naturally over November and December, in barrels exposed to the cold temperatures of the north. So it is a slow, careful fermentation. We lose fewer aromatic precursors in the process, and the yeast, when it eats the sugar and before it turns it into alcohol, that carbonic, which generates a tiny part at that temperature, stays dissolved in the wine. Getariako Txakolina is the oldest denomination of origin of Txakoli, and therefore it is the most traditional and is embedded into the culture. And one thing we preserve is the escanciado. This is because we are close to many cider houses, and cider and Txakoli here in Gipuzkoa has had the same influence and similarities, and one of them is the escanciado. We call the opening of the tap choch. Look, you have to put the glass more or less at this point, and I will open it. And when the glass is more or less half full or less than that, you take your glass and I fill the next. so that we don't lose a drop. Are you ready?
Okay, ready.
Va. Ya.
Muy bien.
Fíjate, ¿eh?
Bueno,
Bueno, cheers. Osasuna.
Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from